All right, welcome everybody to another Japanese study video where I study Japanese and I bring you and Twitch along for the ride. Today we're keeping it pretty easy and we're doing a Yasashi Asahi Shimbun article R2. Let's get into it with this first one that is Tokaido Shinkansen wa unten o shitemasen. So they're not operating the Tokaido Shinkansen. Okay. 運転は再開してます。明日は問題なく運転すると思います。Okay. So let's work through this announcement line here. We've got our little like, hey, announcement type thing. Unten, which is driving, operating some sort of vehicle. Yeah, driving a vehicle. Use of capital funds, which I didn't know that, but okay, sure. So 運転は再開した. 再開, resumption, restarting. So they are restarting operation. Okay. Let's see here. 明日は. So as for tomorrow, 問題なく運転. So 問題 is a problem. So 問題ない is no problem. So 問題なく運転. Well, なく turns it almost into an adverb, right? So not a problem not a problemly to run, to operate is what they have said. 通ります. They're saying tomorrow there's no problem operating it. Okay. JR 東海によると、6月19日で、19日、I'm fine. 19日、金曜日、午後5時、午後5時、午後5時40分頃、静岡県浜松市の JR 浜松駅で線路内に入った人が東海道新幹線ののぞみ、excuse me, のぞみ、49号と接触しました。Alright, let's work through this. This is not a fun sentence, but according to J.R. Tolkai, on the 19th, which of course was a Friday, Kinyobi, at 5:40 in the afternoon, or around 5:40 in the afternoon, Shizuoka Ken, which is Shizuoka Prefecture, Hamamatsu-shi no JR Hamamatsu-eki de. They're saying where the event took place, which is very common in Japanese to be like time, place, stuff, you know. So where it took place, we're talking the JR Hamamatsu Eki, so the Hamamatsu station. Senro nai ni haita hito ga. So a person entered the line essentially. So within the line. So senro is the railway track, the railway line. Senro nai is in the line. So someone entered the line. Uh, Hopefully not for the reasons that people tend to do that. Tokaido Shinkansen no. So the Tokaido Shinkansen, Nozomi, which is one of them. Number 40, 接触しました or 接触, contact, touch. So they entered it and touched it. That's it, right? It's just touch. 接触. Have we gotten seishoku before? Because I didn't recognize this. So let's try. Let's try seishoku. Let's turn on Japanese mode. Seishoku. And then we'll go over here and write it again. Seishoku. Really? Okay. It is a noun, meishi, and it can take suru. We'll put that on there. And then touch, contact, touching. Okay. Yeah. And obviously it can take suru. So they got onto the line and touched the number 49 train. Okay. Odd, but why did they do that? Not sure, but they did. Okay. この景況で東海道山陽新幹線は上りが広島駅と東京駅の間で、下りが東京駅と篠坂駅の間で運転をしてませんでした。Alright. They're talking about the different spots from one to another, the different sections of the train track. So let's work through this one, right? Kono keikyo. Well, kono this, keikyo influence, impact. So they're referencing this. De. So via this, the Tokaido Sanyo Shinkansen. So this is the line essentially. Nobody ga, well, nobody is to, well, it is to climb. It's also up train. You'll see down here, kudari, nobody, kudari. We're doing the same thing here. So the up train line from Hiroshima to Tokyo, so, and then no aida, de. Well, Aida is space interval. It can be time. It can be location. So the up train from Hiroshima to Tokyo, and then the down train from Tokyo to Osaka. They are not run. They weren't running it. 今は東海道新幹線は全然で運転してないと言います。Okay, so they're saying it is absolutely not being run now. Granted, this is the old article and this was the update up here, so it is being run now. But Zen is the whole line, all lines. Zen Sen. That's fun. When I first read it, I literally didn't pick up on it. It was like Zen Sen. I just said Zen Zen because I was like, yeah, it's absolutely not. No, Sen Zen. Zen Sen. Zen Sen. Zen Sen. I gotta say it a couple of times because it's the all fronts, the front in a war, all lines, the whole line. Okay, so all of those lines are not being run. Okay, I don't know if we have Zen Sen because this that feels very unfamiliar. Well, let's do it. Let's do it. Zen Sen. Yeah, right there. Uh, okay. Zen, Sen. Meishi, for sure. Um, the whole train slash bus line. All lines slash routes. Routes. Mhm. All fronts in a war. Okay. Here we go. And then our last sentence here. 運転再開のめどは立ってないと言います。Well, 先天再開. 再開 is reopening, right? So, 運転、先天。運転再開のめど. Middle was aim goal. Okay. We have gotten this before. I did not remember it though. Okay, so reopening, resuming operations essentially is what the whole thing is. Yeah. Unten saikai. If saikai is open, you know what? Because this is a common word, we should totally add it, even though it's stuff that we already know outside of these two things. I like doing this, and it's something I've been trying to do more often, where I will add in something like this that shows something. Because Saikai, I recognized it here because of context. I didn't recognize it because I recognized it. Well, I guess I did, but you get the idea. So, by turning this into a word that I'm looking up, or that I'm putting into the Anki deck, now I'm going to see Saikai more and in a different context. So it'll help, right? So the goal is, and Hotenai, to stand up, yes, but to take up position, to leave, to do something, to depart. Yeah, okay. So the goal is to reopen. As for the goal of reopening, they're saying, uh, hmm, hotte nai. It won't be hard. It won't be difficult to be in difficulties. You know what? It's been a bit since we used it, but it does not hurt. I think that's what it's meaning. So let's double check my guess as to it. I am human. There is no timeline. They're using this to mean timeline? Because this is aim, goal, prospect. Hotte nai. To be. To develop. Oh, wow. Wow, there's a lot here. Wow. Oh, wow. Okay, there's a lot going on here. Well, apparently, to have erect nipples is also a thing on there. Okay. Uh, it's not. This is not the timeline, but this is the they say part. Uh, Goal of resuming operations. How is this adding in this to it? It's not that. If I do this. No, okay. Oh, Dipple, we gave you a shot, buddy. You didn't help as much as I was hoping. Anyways, let's get into the next one. We got something about Toyota up there. Uh, that looks like, yep, that's a Toyota. I can see it. Yeah. Toyota 自動車が、支援、oh, like Sienta. Cien, and then Sienta. Sienta no, Hito, Hito Beruto. Hito Beruto. Ah! No 問題を直します. Okay, to fix, right? Okay, so to fix the seatbelt problem in the Sienta. Oh, okay, so this might be a recall alert, I guess. Okay. And of course, uh, seatbelt. Seatbelt. Ooh, let's listen.
シートベルト
Yep, seatbelt. Well, heck, let's do it. I mean, it's a fun one to add, and it makes it look like I know more than I do. Uh-huh. Seatbelt. Seatbelt. Seat belt. Add. All right, let's get into the article proper here. Starting here at the top. 6月18日木曜日、車の会社のトヨタは、シートベルトのバックリ、バックル、バックル、バコ、バコ、シートベルト、シートベルト、Chitoberto. Like shitty Roberto. Chitoberto. Chitober, Chitoberto. Chitoberto. Chitoberto のバックルに問題があったとして、シエンタ エンター。16万1190台の、あイコール、回収、猛暑修理、猛暑修理、recall. It's the recall. Okay. So, 回収、無償修理. Well, okay. 回収 is collection recovery. 無償修理. Well, 無償 is no cost. And 修理 is repair, so free repair. Yeah, without pay, free of charge. 無償. Uh, can't this look differently? Yeah, it can also look like this. Muro is the other way of doing it. Let's add both. I don't know if I have musho in there, but I recognized it. So musho shuri, which will get me to see shuri more often, because I only recognized it because of the context of the sentence, which still, I recognized it, but, I'd like to be able to, like, if I see the word cat, I don't need context to know it means cat in English. I don't want to only recognize shuri when it's in context. So we need to see it in other spots. Okay, mushol to start. Mushol. Okay. Meishi. Let's scroll down to this. Yes, mushol without compensation, without reward. Okay. Without compensation, reward, or pay. Free. Oh, I didn't hit space apparently. Space and space. Okay. Mushal, which isn't new, but and Mushal Shiri. Mushal Shuri. Mushal Shuri. Shuri. There we go. Yep. Okay. Mushal Shuri. Mushal Shuri. Okay. Meishi. Free repair. Free repair. So this is them explaining what a recall is. Okay. Oh, hokudo to hokudo otsusho. Okay. Kuni no yakusho. So offices, yeah, public office, government office. So the companies. This is what foreign. Oh no, it's literally the country's office. Okay, Ministry of Land and Infrastructure. What makes it ministry? Just the shoal on the end here, because this is country land right there. This can be used for uh uh Uh, mingling, right? That's the mingle one? Yeah, mingle. Okay, and this is, road, traffic. Yeah, avenue, commute. Okay. So it is country, land, infrastructure, transport, and tourism. It's everything. This is the ministry of everything. Okay. Oh, 届け出ました. Well, 届け出ました is to report. Okay. So the ministry reported that there was a recall on a ton of cientas on here, cienta, because there was, we have toshite here, in the role of apart from even. Well, thinking that trying to, no. Fulsuru, yes. But it's not, I know it is role. but apart from there being a problem with the seat buckle, they say that they're recalling things. Sure, okay. 2022年、22、2022年、6月から2026年3月に製造された車が対象です。リコールとは会社の商品の問題が分かった時にお客さんから商品を集まったり直したりすることです。Okay, let's work through this then. Uh, and this one right here. So from the sixth month of 2002 to the third month of 2026, uh, manufacturing, 製造. We got the other day 製造ライン for manufacturing line, which yeah, sure, makes sense, right? 製造 line, so manufacture. So this is it taking suru, but the suru bit is put into passive, is what it's called, right? Because they aren't doing it. They were, it was done to them. Uh, so we're putting it into the passive state. So they were manufactured. So the vehicles that were manufactured in this time frame, 対象です. Well, 対象 is the target, the object. Okay. So, all of those are words that we've seen before. Did I make a card for Taisho? I don't think I did, because I don't think I've seen this pop up very much. Let's check. Uh, taking the time to make a card and it already being there is still time well spent, I think. Taisho, really? Meishi? Okay. Target. Object of of worship, of study, etc. Okay, subject of something and average. Okay, add it in there. リコルとは so, we're talking about the recall here. 会社の商品. Well, the company's goods. You know, it's like their goods, their stock. The company's goods problem が分かった時. So when they understood the company's problems, に well, Tolkien is like incidentally, occasionally, sure, but also right here. Uh, precisely when they understood because we have wakata here, right? To divide, to share, distinguish, yeah, sure, but we're looking right here. Wakaru to be to understand, to comprehend, to grasp, to see, to get, to follow. So now that they understood the problem with their goods, and at that time, from customers, the goods were collected and the fixing was done. So, okyakusan, customer, kara, from. So, from the customer. Shohin, still good from like same thing as up here, shohin. 商品を集めたり、集める is to collect, to assemble. So 集めたり is them collecting and assembling them. Then 直したり is to repair. So we have our two あり on here. And then することです. So こと is a thing. What thing? These things. Okay. According to the ministry right here, 国土交通省によると、 7人乗りや車椅子、潮の車の後ろの座席で、シートベルトのバクルの配線に問題があったと言います。Bleh. Okay, there's a lot there. Let's work through it. Uh, seven riders and car seats. Because nori is ride. Yeah, so seven people riding right here. Shichinin. I said nana, didn't I? Yeah. Shichinin nori ya kuruma isu. Kuruma isu is wheelchair, right? Duh. I forgot wheelchair. Oh my lord. I was like, car chair. No. Wheelchair. Okay. Show then. Wheelchair specification cars back seat. Because this would be the seat then. Zaseki. Yeah. So at the back seat of the cars that were wheelchair specific. Was this car capable of having a wheelchair up in it? Okay. You know what? Let's do this. Let's do this. Because I'm not 100% sure that I'm getting that right. We've shown what we think it is. So let's just verify. Yeah, I'm human. In the rear seats of 7 passenger vehicles are wheelchair accessible vehicles. 7 passenger car, 7 passenger, and wheelchair specifications. Okay. Shio no kuruma. So shiro, noun. And because it's a noun, it needs no to modify kuruma. Okay. Specifications. Okay. Way method means resource remedy. Okay. Uh, シートベルトのバクルの配線に問題があったと言います。So, they say that there was a problem. Well, 配線 is wiring. Okay. So, wiring in the seatbelt buckle. There's wiring in a seatbelt buckle now? I thought it was just whole thing going whole, but okay. Okay. Hyson wiring. And that's it. That's all there is to it. This is definitely a new one. I have not seen Hyson before. Let's go ahead and make that. Hyson. Yes, Hyson. What do we got for these? Hi, is this like uh the same high that we get from like stream and streamer? Which I'm forgetting. Haishin? That it? Here, I have to double check it now. Yes, right here. 配信。配信者。僕は配信者です。Anyways, okay. 配線. It is the. Oh, wait. Is it the same one? Let's see. It is. All right, cool. Sorry. 飯. There we go. And, oh, it can take sudo. So, 2 wire, I guess. And then wiring. Easy does it. Okay. そのため, for the sake of this, 貝が動かなくなることがあります. There was a thing, this koto. What is this koto? Well, the machine had decreased movement? Because nakunaru is, well, to die. Yes, to be lost. Used up to be exhausted. But ugoka naku, ugoku is to move. Ugoka nai. Oh, become unable to move. Right. Okay. Kikai is machine. Still, so machine became. Okay. Because of this, there was a thing where it would become unable to move. The machine would become unable to move. 車が動いているときの胴にシートベルトをつけてないと警報音が鳴る. Oh, that's the cry type looking one. I'm not sure exactly what this is. はずですが、ならないことがあります. Woo! All right, let's work through this sentence. We are over 30 minutes, but we're very close to the end of this, so we'll finish this one out. 車が動いている時の well, while moving the car and whatnot, にシートベルトをつけてないと逮捕. Well, つけてない is not attaching. So the seatbelt wouldn't attach. ほ、警報、音. Oh, alarm. So a sound. 音 is what they're just saying here. 音 is a sound. 警報 is an alarm. Okay. Do we have 警報? We have a bunch of these style of ones with K and hole inside them, but I don't know if we have K hole itself in here. We do. Okay. All right. Okay. While moving the car, it would cry out a warning that it wasn't attached. So although there was now we have hazu. Although there was supposed to be. Ah, I see. That was the issue. The recall is because the alarm wouldn't go off when the seatbelts weren't being used when it was supposed to. Okay. Okay. So, 車が動いている時などにシートベルトをつけてないと警報、音が鳴るはずですが、ならないことがあります. There was a thing. What thing? Not crying out. Not making sound. So, naranai to sound, to ring, to resound, to echo, to rumble. Yeah, okay. 問題の情報は、63件あり. Okay, so there is 63 cases of this problem being reported. 事故は起きてないと言います. So they say no incidents have occurred. There are 63 cases of it, because this Ken is a counter for case of the report of this problem. Okay. Toyota は今後バクルを新品に交換したり、保護が、が、保護, I want it to be gas, but it wasn't gas. So, kaba, kaba, 保護カバーを追加したりします. All right, let's work through this final sentence here. Toyota は今後. Well, Kongo is from here on. Yeah. As for Toyota, from here on, the buckles for new items, the new item buckles, 交換したり. Well, this is to exchange. We know 交換. So they exchange them for new buckles. ほがかば, kaba. Cover! I was like, what is kaba? Kaba. Forgetting that b is a very English sound. In a lot of languages that have b, it sounds like the. So which yeah, they're very, very, very similar. So kava, kaba, I say. Okay, okay. Well, whole goal is safeguard, custody, protection, preservation. So it's a protection cover. Or suika shitari shimasu. So suika is an addition. So they added in a cover. Okay, okay, and exchanged it for new buckles. Well, that was pretty good there. A couple of new words, so that's good. Hopefully you also got some new words. Yeah, I'd say successful couple of articles there. Anyways, yeah, hopefully you got some new words, got a little bit of review, maybe some new grammar, or at the very least, you were able to get 30 minutes of entertainment. Either way, thank you so much for watching. Good luck with your studies. I hope to see you again for another Japanese study video. I'll see you then. Goodbye.